Most airplanes share a familiar, proven design, making them look quite similar with only minor distinguishing features. Yet, amidst these conventional designs, there exist truly unique airplanes that defy the norm. These extraordinary aircraft are unmistakable, designed to captivate attention while also provoking curiosity. Designed with unconventional appearances for specific purposes, here are some of the weirdest planes in the world and the reasons behind their distinctive designs. Edgeley Optica. This weird blend of plane and helicopter appears incredibly futuristic. At first glance, the Edgeley Optica EA-7 seems like a cutting-edge aircraft designed for modern missions, but it was actually created 45 years ago for low and slow surveillance or sightseeing. It resembles a squat dragonfly with its helicopter-like cockpit positioned in front of a ducted fan motor, fixed wings, twin booms, and a high-mounted tailplane. The aircraft offers 3 abreast seating and an impressive 270-degree field of view. This British light aircraft was designed for low-speed observation work as a cost-effective alternative to helicopters. It has a loiter speed of 81 miles per hour and a stall speed of 67 miles per hour. The aircraft experienced several cycles of fluctuating interest in the public and commercial markets before gaining serious attention in 2017 from intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance commercial and government entities. They sought it for niche roles in border patrol, wildlife management, and fire-spotting missions, but this interest has yet to translate into funding. Worldwide, about 5 of the 22 built remain airworthy. 2 Opticas are believed to be in the US, 2 in Australia conducting aerial sightseeing tours, and 1 serving as a company demonstrator. Since its debut in the mid-1970s, the Optica has seen several relaunches by various owners and continues to captivate interest for its potential in border patrol and fire protection applications. Airfish 8. Imagine a craft that glides effortlessly across the waves, with no turbulence in the air and no discomfort from the motion of the water, yet cruising at speeds 3 times faster than any other boat and 2.3 times more efficiently than an aircraft, delivering passengers to their destinations smoothly, in style and comfort. Powered by a 7-liter V8 race car engine and resembling a sleek seaplane, its classification is somewhat ambiguous, but Singapore's ST Engineering, the makers of this craft, list it as a merchant ship. Its appearance is captivating even when stationary, with an enormous reverse delta wing, a large double T-tail, top-mounted pusher props, and wickedly upswept wingtips. But seeing it in action, gliding just above the ocean's surface and leaving only a faint trace behind, is absolutely spectacular. Designed to revolutionize high-speed maritime transport, the Airfish 8 hovers about 7 to 20 feet above the water and can reach a top speed of 112 miles per hour. It doesn't require a jetty or runway to dock, as it lands on water, making island exploration far easier by accessing areas unreachable by traditional ferries and boats. This 10-seater wing and ground effect craft spans 56 feet by 50 feet and is operated by a crew of 2, carrying 6 to 8 passengers in its standard civilian transport configuration. The Airfish 8 is set to transform the way we travel over water, blending efficiency, speed, and elegance. Aero Spaceline's Super Guppy. If you're a big aviation enthusiast, chances are you're familiar with this aircraft and appreciate it when a quirky plane gets a quirky name. That's certainly the case with the Pregnant Guppy. This modified Boeing 377, lovingly called the Pregnant Guppy, was created by NASA to solve the problem of transporting bulky components for the Apollo missions. It may have had an odd appearance, but it definitely did the job and played a lesser-known supporting role in the space program. To accommodate its cargo needs, the fuselage of the Pregnant Guppy was lengthened to a whopping 141 feet and expanded to have a maximum inside diameter of 25 feet. The cargo compartment itself measured 94 feet in length. Despite its size, the cargo compartment floor remained relatively narrow at only 8 feet 9 inches wide, as it was based on the Stratocruiser fuselage. Along with the fuselage modifications, the Super Guppy, as it was also known, boasted Pratt & Whitney T-34P7WA turboprop engines for increased power and range, as well as modified wing and tail surfaces. Impressively, the pregnant Guppy could carry a hefty load of 54,000 pounds and cruise at a speed of 300 miles per hour, with a range of 1,995 miles. This alien-like plane is still in operation today, primarily used for transporting oversized cargo components. Only a total of 5 Super Guppies were ever built, but they played a crucial role during the Apollo program by carrying complete SIVB stages, which were the third sections of the mighty Saturn V rockets. Nowadays, the pregnant Guppy continues to transport the newest aircraft to and from assembly locations. Avro Canada VZ9 Avrocar. We've all heard about flying saucers or disc-like objects in the sky, often associated with alien sightings. Interestingly, at one point, the US government had its own flying disc project. Known as the Avro Canada VZ9 AV Avrocar, this clunky, disc-shaped aircraft looked much like the classic image of an unidentified flying object. During its time, flying saucers captured public fascination, frequently appearing in news reports and Hollywood films amidst increasing UFO sightings across North America. It was a VTOL aircraft developed by Avro Canada as part of a covert US military project in the early Cold War era. It was designed to harness the Coanda effect for lift and thrust, using a single turborotor to blow exhaust out of the aircraft's rim. In flight, it would have resembled a flying saucer. Initially envisioned as a high-speed, high-altitude fighter, the project was scaled back over time and eventually abandoned by the US Air Force. The US Army then took over the development, aiming to create a high-performance tactical combat aircraft, somewhat like an advanced helicopter. However, flight tests revealed unresolved issues with thrust and stability, limiting its performance and consequently resulting in the project being cancelled in September 1961. Stratolaunch. This aircraft is arguably the biggest unrecognized airplane, boasting the longest wingspan ever flown at 385 feet, surpassing the Hughes H-4 Hercules Spruce Goose flying boat. Stratolaunch features a twin fuselage design, each 238 feet long, supported by 12 main landing gear wheels and 2 nose gear wheels, totaling 28 wheels. This twin fuselage aircraft is powered by 6 Pratt & Whitney PW 4056 engines mounted on pylons outside each fuselage, providing 56,750 pound-force of thrust per engine, allowing it to carry 550,000 pounds of cargo. The aircraft was built by Scaled Composites for Stratolaunch Systems to carry air-launch-to-orbit rockets. After a change of ownership, it was repurposed to offer air-launch hypersonic flight testing. Announced in December 2011, it was rolled out in May 2017 and flew for the first time in 2019, shortly after the death of founder Paul Allen. However, the company ceased operations in May 2019, shortly after the first flight, and placed all company assets, including the aircraft, for sale by June 2019. In October 2019, Cerberus Capital Management acquired Stratolaunch Systems, including the Stratolaunch aircraft. Rutan Boomerang. This plane is one of the world's most unusual private planes. Designed by aerospace engineer Burt Rutan, the Boomerang aircraft stands out as one of the most unique aircraft of its time. The one-of-a-kind experimental Rutan Model 202 Boomerang is particularly exceptional due to its asymmetrical double fuselage arrangement. This design aimed to create a multi-engine aircraft that would not become dangerously difficult to control in the event of a single engine failure due to asymmetric thrust, giving out this an asymmetrical aircraft with a very distinct appearance. The Boomerang was designed around the specifications of the Beechcraft Baron 58, one of the best-known and most numerous twin-engine civilian aircraft. The asymmetrical design allows it to fly faster and farther than the Baron using smaller engines while seating the same number of occupants. The Boomerang is powered by two engines, with the right engine producing 10 horsepower more power than the left one. The double fuselage aircraft is exceptionally light, with an empty weight of 2,350 pounds. Not surprisingly, with such a low weight, the aircraft is particularly efficient and can reach a maximum speed of 325 miles per hour at 18,000 feet impressively. The high wing loading contributes to the high top cruise speed of 303 miles per hour. Dreamlifter airplane. This plane is not your typical airport arrival plane. Officially called the Boeing 747 Large Cargo Freighter, this aircraft features a very wide body and boasts the world's longest cargo loader. Even though only 4 of these planes have been made, their unique design makes them stand out. This outsized aircraft was created to transport Boeing's 787 Dreamliner parts between Italy, Japan, and the US. Due to the lengthy time required for land and marine shipping, air transport was chosen as the main method for transporting parts. These parts were too large for standard marine shipping containers and too big to be transported by the then largest cargo carriers like the Boeing 747-400F, Antonov 124, and 225. To address this, Boeing decided to create the large cargo freighter with a bulging fuselage, similar in concept to the Super Guppy. Thus, this wide-body cargo aircraft, extensively modified from the Boeing 747-400 airliner, was made, featuring a volume of 65,000 cubic feet, thus holding 3 times the capacity of a 747-400F freighter. Boeing X-48 airplane. The Boeing X-48 is an American experimental unmanned aerial vehicle developed to explore the characteristics of blended wing-body aircraft. Boeing designed the X-48, and 2 examples were constructed by Cranfield Aerospace in the UK. The BWB concept offers advantages in structural, aerodynamic, and operational efficiencies compared to conventional fuselage and wing designs. These features result in greater range, improved fuel economy, enhanced reliability, life cycle savings, and lower manufacturing costs. Additionally, the BWB design supports a wide range of potential military and commercial applications. Boeing had previously explored a BWB design for passenger airliners, but found that passengers disliked the theater-like seating configuration of the mock-up. As a result, the design was dropped for passenger airliners, but retained for military aircraft applications, such as aerial refueling tankers. The Airbus Beluga. Resembling a beluga whale in shape and size, and also featuring one of the most voluminous cargo holds of any civil or military aircraft flying today, the Airbus Beluga, also known as the A300-600 ST Supertransporter, plays a crucial role in maintaining the Airbus production and assembly network's full capacity. There are 5 of these planes that are also available to freight companies and other potential customers as a unique solution for transporting outsized cargo. Essentially, a modified version of the Airbus A300-600 wide-body aircraft, the Beluga is designed to carry extra-large or awkwardly shaped aircraft parts and cargo. Its maiden flight took place in the fall of 1994, and it carries Airbus components ready for assembly to various cities in Europe, approximately 60 times per week. Despite its unusual appearance, the Beluga is highly functional and reliable. It stands more than 56 feet tall, is roughly 184 feet long, and has an impressive maximum takeoff weight of over 340,000 pounds. The Beluga undoubtedly deserves a place on any list of odd airplanes.